up. Oh, Juju darling, it's trouble you're looking. When you wind up, when you wind up. Oh, stama, 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 stama. Oh, let you feel it.
What a transition. What a big transition. What a big transition. As we continue to talk about Carnival past and Carnival present, I mean, I'm here amongst kings. King, Menace, king of all kings. What's going to add for the king?
Emperor.
Emperor.
Yeah, Emperor Onyan.
Emperor, because different league altogether. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What? It's okay, okay. No, I mean, sitting here, you're watching again because we're comparing yesteryear to this time around Carnival. And I mean, you're from Burning Flames. Every time you show something in the past, you're involved. Whether it's Burning Flames or a Calypso show or Soca show or it's the Bacon Band or all kind of things. Yeah. Just love one piece of session from how long now?
Boy, continue. Too long for me to remember.
Your first competition on your own outside Burning Flames was what?
1997.
Calypso show?
Calypso.
And it was 4 years straight?
Down the line.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. You have 2 more balls in the over now. I'm not ready for batting yet.
Hi!
Oh.
Hi!
Hi! Because I was just about to ask, 1, 2, 3, 4, then what happened?
Well, maybe a couple balls, the ball kind of tight, you know, so the bowling tight. So we have to wait until when you see the bowling sweet, then we're going to knock them over the top. The Menace better watch it.
Oh, so this is Calypso or Soca?
Anything coming.
Anything coming. Menace, when you hit something like that, what?
I feel good.
You feel good?
Yeah, I feel good. What? We see make big man tremble, you know. We see make beer also tremble last time, say come back in for the over, but maybe they just big talk, you know, come in. You know, come in, man. You have a show, when I see him, I say, wow. Maybe you know, come in, man. There 2 balls, there might be no ball. I talk ball over.
Test cricket and one day different 2020.
They tell that 2020 they play over.
No, but wait, we have another surprise. We have somebody on the line right now. Good morning.
Well, go on.
Look on the face.
Sleep.
I'm with the refugee.
Oh, come on, man.
Sleepy, I'm Jerry, Onyan, and Menace. I mean, we're talking about the yesteryear, man. So who inspired you to do what you're doing, sir?
Well, you mean from my age? Well, I know.
To get in the arena.
Anyway, before I go, I want to say good morning, Antigua. How you doing? And Menace and the King, Onyan, Wagwan.
Good, man. Good.
Well, the inspiration obviously come from Shanti, my brother. But that was a different part of the whole thing. You know, that was more the Calypso thing. And, you know, you jump in. It's so ironic that you have Onyan there, you know, to sing with Onyan back then, that was a different thing. That was a different level. And, you know, a lot of people saw let me not start calling him because they thought somebody ain't gonna go good.
You had have a chance to compete with Onyan?
In the Calypso.
Calypso?
Yeah,
so,
also in the Soca arena.
You get blood out?
Well, if you bang everybody, 4 years you get a blow.
What do you think would have happened if he had stepped in the Soca arena when you were there?
Well, we like to talk. Because we don't win now. Maybe they either get the blow too, but you know how you go.
No, Menace, let's get to you though. These 2 guys, veteran in their own right, past winners in their own right. You are the reigning Groovy Monarch. If they decide, okay, Carnival come back next year and decide, hey, let me go in and he can bowl on ball and he can bowl on ball.
Well, as you can see, the passer will full again. The passer must full again. So that's a good comeback. But remembering from when I was small, seeing the 2 legends here on stage, and for me to come up in the same line of era there is a great achievement, you understand? So I'm just taking baby steps from here on forward and just looking to see what 2021 will offer.
So you won't put some bluff on them because you don't ready for ball ball.
Well, definitely in the ring, but just maybe a more fan struck, more like a goopy inside, you know, pause. But definitely going to be honored to be on the stage and compete with them fellas.
That's where you're leaving it.
Yeah, right.
Well, Onyan, well, you.
The thing is, right? I wouldn't be just making a comeback. I do music every day. Music in my life. So it would just be a piece of cake. Yeah, if I was out of music for years and trying to get back in, that would be different. I'm doing music at that I'm
It's an easy walkover.
Easy walkover.
So Sleepy, you hear that?
Wait, Jabba one out the music. Go.
So for you, it would be the comeback.
Tell them me wake up.
No, Sleepy.
I guess so.
1, 2, 3 years. 3 years you won the Soca Monarch crown, right?
Yes.
3 years in a row or 3 different years?
No, well, I won 2 in a row, and then somebody squeezed in with a googly. And then, so me had 3 more balls for me over.
You have, 3 more balls for you over. You realize that?
You're not going to be LBW somewhere because I'm over. I ain't too far, I live too short. 5 years I didn't have any over at all.
You realize 4, 2 more, 3, 2 more, so you have how much? 5.
I hold not talk to see I forgot to
5, boy.
Wow.
But by the time you go back, sun don't set.
By the time you go back, sunset.
I get a couple of this, man. Go to the screen, but in and out.
Come turn up here.
Yeah, turn up in a catch.
So Sleepy, I know you're on the job right now, but let me ask you this question. From Soca Monarch back then, when it was just one song and then you realize it went to groovy and jumpy, you said anything about the change?
No, I actually like the change because I just could never see how you compare the two with the criteria and everything. So, and you get to expose a lot more artists with the change,
So
it was wonderful.
You think you can now come with both songs? I'm just saying, get invited back to the stage, you're doing both songs, groovy and jumpy, and can still be relevant at this time?
Well, with the energy, the groovy might knock me about a little bit. But yeah, what a try, guys. You know what I mean? But I would more focus on the energy part of it, you know what I mean?
Because that's your style.
I love it.
All right, let's talk about a bit about when back in the day. Okay, watch that.
Are we?
I remember this.
Hey, Sleepy, who the boy?
You know what? You look young there.
Let's talk about the props and all these things and then to know, because now it's like an entire movie.
Well, I don't want to call on anybody. It's a movie and part karaoke and all. Back then, they didn't really want no samples in the back, and you had to perform for yourself, you know what I mean? You even get your backup singers to be in sync with you back then. I must say I love it now from an entertainment point of view. Because people pay their money, they want to hear, you know what I mean? They want to hear something, so everything must evolve, Horse and cart used to run back then trains. Now, right now we're talking with wireless phones and all kind of stuff, so things must evolve. It's not a problem.
I understand that. But was it difficult back then, King, when no backup singers and all that, you have to do it on your own?
Not too crazy, man. I only went in 1 year, when they initiated the groovy part, I was out of the competition. But that year with Crazy Man, I didn't need no props. Because the bang of my mouth shut.
Hey, look at you, boy. Hey, the Emperor Onyan, they tell you. Oh, boy.
But I think most of the times you're on stage, you really don't use a lot of props, though. During the calypso, I don't think you use a lot of props.
Because I learned a lot from Dr. Ramsey. In terms of when it comes to prop. Because a lot of the things that he had told me back then is that when you're a judge and you're judging and you have people with placards and the judges are so far, they can't read half the someone on the placard. So some of the props sometimes don't make no sense.
So it's just too much.
So we quite over depend on props on stage. Get the judges in the rage. Don't blame me.
Exactly.
So I never focused too much on the props. The beat, the heart of the song, and the meaning of the song is what I focus on. Like swim, but bring a whole boat on stage. You understand?
And Sleepy, weren't you a part of some of these action on stage?
Well,
when
no,
Onyan performing.
Sleepy used to be writer,
No,
man. Me a Sleepy writer, man. We used to be like,
backstage.
Or you just management to make sure everything go on stage?
Well, for some of them, you try bang it too. You know what I mean? Some of them, you try punch the boat, but the boat ain't punch the boy.
Menace, I mean, you're sitting here listening to all this and you're saying, okay, now you think you would have handled it back then, no backup singers, you have to be on stage and you have to really punch and put that all out.
Well, I come in the new era type.
Yeah, but I'm asking if you would be able to do that.
Yeah, I would basically try to go into that realm, but right now we're production heavy. We have to work with a wow factor.
When the backup singer probably come.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, you have the stems. You have also backup singers there, and we have the wow factors. One of the best ones I see so far, I'm having to give it to Ricardo Drew when he make the man fly out the stage. And everybody, me perform directly after him. And to see everybody, I open and watch him when he fly over the stage. I say, boy, this is God. And that's the wow factor. That's the wow factor. So you have different stages. You have people want to go to see a presentation. We want to see the theatrics. We want to see the fireworks. We want to see the smoke. And ever so after that.
Which side of the stage are you coming from?
Who
coming from the sky?
Let me tell you. So even to when we were doing the low rider case, anything that anybody told us, we actually put in the performance. So we had every single thing. My fish pop and crane, I have low rider coming from boat, I have man with an actual barry on the stage. It was just trying to fold the stage to give you that feeling because we were looking for that effect. So a different era.
I'm thinking once you bowl the other bars and everything, I think you would go far and they would have to sit and watch you.
My team loves theatrics. Even to when Saturday City bring up midget out the ear. And that's something that,
you weren't sleepy because Menace are a theoretical person. Trust me.
Theatrics, man.
Yeah,
theatrics
but if we're going to come back in the game, I mean, we're going to be coming back in the game in this time. So we're going to be theoretic too. So I can upload our software.
Yeah. So I put the backup in the computer now.
Of course.
The backup in the Sleepy here, so for your backup in the computer.
What? If a nuclear bomb, you come with nuclear bomb too? You expect me to go with a knife?
I love that.
They come with them, whatever they do, they do. But I think that sometimes the props get ahead of, like, you will see the props in front of the artist. So, you know, as he says, the wow factor. Because what are they judging? The artist or the props? You can't judge the artist if you can't see him enough. That's what I think.
True. I've watched some of the past performances and I'm saying, look, they're more focused on props and they're not performing. The songs are so hard. Then when you hear, you know, win that place, you argue. And people argue and say, and such and such do something, but I'm saying, but we really sit and watch it out. No singing to take place.
Well, let me interject there. In terms of an artist, I have a hot song for the year. In terms of when Picking the Back will come in, you hear Onyan performing all over. Someone don't know the words from first.
No, we're talking in the judge competition.
No, but you don't know the other than a human being and go all effect to this. You don't know the words. We want to see how you bring that song to life. Bring the song to life.
Yeah, because you have to bring the energy to the stage.
You understand? So, I mean, I really can't too much for the lyrics. I don't know the lyrics or something, unless something else start out. Bring the song to life, to me, in my perspective.
If you bring it to life with the lyrics. That's how I look at it.
You need something else to back up that lyrics.
Yeah, you bring the lyrics with what I'm saying, if you bring in the life and the props, you bring the lyrics too. You can bring the concept. What I'm saying, you're concentrating on the props, and you just did a dance to do of it, but you're not singing. So what do judge judging? That's what I'm saying. I've seen some of those past performances.
Yes, well,
when you sit down, when you really go back and watch them, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
no, I know.
Like we're saying, criteria, they over depend on props.
Yes.
So they depend on the props to do the work and do less performance. Like what many say, you have to bring the life of the song to the stage and not the props. The props only just what? Theoretic?
Yeah. But that's why I always respect Calypso though, because Calypso word for word, down to the grit. So sometimes when I see more step in, pull out the foot sometimes. So yeah, I was a hesitant venture. Because I sing every single word, every single syllable, pronounce it properly, articulate and the gestures and When I blow shot, you used to have the situation now.
You blow shot?
Man, let's blow shot on stage. Then I have to wonder why you blow shot, boy? Because you sing every word until you move up and down the stage. If you exercise, you must blow shot. Exercise.
First thing me tell Caucus, when you go in, I say, Caucus, the stage big. It might look so, but the stage big. And you only realize it when you get on the stage. So when you reach the first chorus and you realize the blowing star come, then you continue. It happened to me. But I mean, me accustomed to sing for long hours. So me, by the time I hit the first chorus, so
you're good. You're warm up.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this stage is big.
Sleep, you much more ball you have a ball before we go.
But well, we have 3 more balls to bowl. Now on that topic of being on the stage and the stage being big, I remember one time I'm backstage and whosoever was on the stage before me, like that is the longest song that I ever heard in my life. Like that person just ain't coming off the stage. I want vomit, I shaking like a leaf, but as soon as my song start, it's a different energy. As soon as I hold the mic, it's a different energy. I just see a sea of people, you know, and you know the artists them. I can understand with the new thing. I love it.
So 3 more balls you have to bowl.
Yeah, I'm on my ball and no ball, so I'm get to bowl an extra one.
Oh, all right. Well, you.
But I'm you know ball can be a bomb when you come at the head. So you better look.
And you have
Yeah, 2 more balls.
2 more balls to bowl.
Yeah, but I have a different focus, so I go watch the ball.
You have to watch. All right, no problem. Menace,
Focus
you
is
have.
different right
I don't know the duckwork system. I see me win the match, why? Maybe use a system. When I come so right now, I look to see the man that's call off a match and call me winner.
And don't say you're the winner.
Use a system.
Well, you, COVID happened to you till the winner now.
I tell you what, the system
work with you.
Tamper with the ball, man. Tamper with the ball.
Scratch on me now, man. Like a sandpaper, I'm packing a scratch on, yeah.
Hey, look, guys, thank you for being here this morning. Now, I'm sleepy. I know you're on the job, so go back and do it. We'll talk a bit later, bro. And we're looking for you to finish it over.
Well, thanks for having me. And you know, Antigua, Barbuda, still love you to the bone. I was planning to come for Carnival this year, but I just say COVID boy and then ductwork system. I believe in the ductwork.
Yeah. We're here for material.
Hey guys, thank y'all for being here, man. It's amazing.
Sleepy catch up.
Sleepy catch up?
Yeah.
Catch up. Hey, look, folks, we're gonna take a commercial break. I love this Throwback Thursday, so people gonna look for them 2 balls for bowl, and the ductwork system work with Menace.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a good game. We'll be right back.
Chatting in the light, the whole of the city is looking so nice. People just waiting to hear my command.